So you can see everything now, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so let's review your OPGG first, right? So your Kha'Zix one trick, and the Kha'Zix is not working out because you're not applying some of the concepts that you need to know to play Kha'Zix, right? Because your win rate is negative, and Kha'Zix is really easy to snowball a game with, right? But if you get behind, you're screwed. So you always need to maintain your tempo advantage, right?
Yeah.
Nunu is always a good option. I like Nunu. Nunu is simple, easy to gank with, really nice champion to clear at the front line for a team. So Nunu is always a great option, and I would recommend it. Shivan is okay as well to carry, but you need a team with actual brain. Jarvan is nice. Vi is nice too. Vi is so easy. You just press R and you're set, right?
Yeah.
Elise is really good.
I
Sorry.
really like that. I used to main Elise also, but I don't think I'm good enough to play her now.
So Elise is really high skill cap, but really rewarding. You can destroy the games in like 20 minutes. Okay, yeah, you used to play Y, that's really good. And you started season 9?
No, I started at I have like a few banned accounts,
Mm.
but I was plat last season, and then um, basically halfway through like my long story, but I stopped playing for League for like 6 months, and then I came back to the game, and ever since then I've just been hard stuck plat, and then this season I've gone down to gold.
Mm. That's fine. I think Gold 2 is nice too, like 14% of top players. That's not too bad, right?
Yeah, but for me, I have really high expectations because I just always want to be the best. So I don't think, in my opinion, I don't think it is good.
So you
I
want to
want,
be
I
like
want.
0.02%, right?
Of course, that would be ideal, but I want to be. I want to at least by the end of the year, my aim is Diamond 4.
Oh, that's durable. If you're gonna be consistent and if you're gonna be dedicated, that's gonna be durable, to be honest.
That's why, because I was gonna buy coaching because I had my eye on your coaching sessions for a while because they were only $5, and that was I'm 17 years old, so like $10 every week to 2 weeks is kind of a lot. So and especially in coronavirus, I can't get a job, so I've been wanting to get a coach for a long time.
Mm.
Because I really want to get better at this game. Like I actually really like this game a lot. I've been
Mm.
playing for ages, and I don't just want to be gold. I want to be diamond.
Alright, so diamond is really durable. It's really not that hard, to be honest. I mean, this is just your goal for this season, right?
100%.
Yeah, so when does the season end? Like after
Uh,
5, 6 months?
I think it's in November. So 6 months.
Yeah, something like that. So it's easily durable, but you need to be consistent and you need to apply what we're gonna talk about. Plus, you need to take notes, I don't know, like
Yeah,
literally.
I have a pen and I've been coached before when the LOL coaching website was around and you could get free coaching. So I've done quite a lot of coaching before, so I kind of know.
Mhm.
I've got a pen and paper
Alright,
ready.
that's fine. So let's begin. Nerf Kha'Zix doesn't exist. What is this? Let's copy. Let's go for Nerf Kha'Zix. Okay. Goal 2, right? Kha'Zix, it's gone. And which match do you want to review?
The 11 and 8 one.
This one, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Alright, it's fine. See, and where did you get free coaching? It's really nice.
There used to be a website last season called LOL Coaching, and it's basically like before coaches could start charging, uh, they had to like do free coaches to get the reputation up, and then they could start charging. It was so good, but then a website bought it, so it was no more.
Oh, no more free coaching? So now we're charging like 20 euros such coaching session, right?
Yeah,
It's really nice idea to be honest. So, Katarina, maybe I should implement it to our website. That would be nice. Yeah. By the way, if you're interested in our website, I'm gonna send you the link real quick. Directreview.com. It's still in development, but There's already guides, some of the guides placed in there, so
Alright.
we can check it out later. We're still figuring out the host because the videos are not loading that well, but it's gonna be fine later. So enjoy. For now you're getting the best value because in the website they're gonna charge like, if I coach I'm gonna charge like 50 euros. If other coaches it's gonna be like 20 euros.
For real? 50 euros?
Yeah, because I'm providing really high value. Like literally there's a guy that coaches ADCs, right? And he's charging 70 euros and he's telling same concepts as me.
Wow.
Yeah, plus I know every role, like I'm really good at every single role, but I don't go too much in depth. Like I can perform master tier in every single role, but I can't perform like a challenger in every single role because I have too much information. Automatically I can't
What's your
improve
best
into.
role?
My best roles are ADC jungle.
Nice.
Each time
By
I
the way, do
go,
you have minimap scale on 200?
what do you mean?
Do you have minimap scale on 200?
Yes.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, but this is only for spectates, so it's better.
Oh, I
Yeah.
have it in game.
Now in game it's too much, takes too much space. But yeah, that's fine still. Doesn't matter that much if you're used to it. So either way, yeah. So in the jungle, like I was playing in Master tier, Grandmaster, right? And I destroyed Grandmaster enemy jungler as a Mundo jungle. I went like 503 and destroyed him early game. And the game was over. Mundo is just my go-to jungler. Because I love to play tanks. I play Nunu or freaking Mundo. So I'm playing. With Mundo, I have like 75% win rate in Master. So
Jesus.
yeah, it's pretty amazing. But the jungle is just boring to me, to be honest. Because there's too much toxicity. If something happens, jungle fault. You know,
Yeah.
can't handle that shit. So when I play jungle, I just mute all pings, everything. I don't care.
Me too.
Just screw that. Not dealing with their bullshit. I used to listen to ally pings, and I had really terrible win rate with Nunu. But when I started muting everyone, my win rate increased dramatically. I got like 75%. So improvement. Okay, because I was thinking with my head, right? I wasn't thinking like allies.
Yeah.
Before I thought that they have brain. Now I know. Even through its master.
That's what I've been doing recently as well.
Yeah, that's really good. Alright, this is really amazing. What you're doing here is really nice. You're tracking the enemy jungler. That's insane. It's a really nice concept.
Yeah.
Let's hope it's gonna stay throughout the game, right? Okay. And I like Warwick so much because you always stay healthy with him.
Yeah,
So-
you don't even need bots. It's actually kind of broken.
Yeah, so right here, you're inting. Why do you think you're inting here? Why do you think the mistake is
I
there?
should have gone top to
What you should do now?
here.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I should have go to top or ping top because
Alright, let's see top
either
lane.
mid or top.
Okay, so do you think you can pull out a gank top? Let's look at the wave. Let's count the minions.
No,
3
I
here
forgot to count
and
them.
7 coming. So 10 minions against 6. What does that mean? That means the lane is pushing, right?
Yeah.
So by the time you're gonna go top, the wave gonna be pushing to him. Right? Okay, you might say, I want to gank mid. It's Zed, right? Zed is really hard to gank because he can just shadow away, right? That's it. Another option is bot lane. Look dives for bot lane, but you're playing top side because you're pathing towards top side, right?
Mhm.
So right here, what do you think the correct option is? And the scuttle is spawning like 30 seconds.
Would it be to take Krugs?
No, why would you take Krugs?
I don't know.
So right here, I know that the wave gonna push towards Malphite, right? So Kayn gonna push him in, right?
So Unu will go top.
So Nunu gonna be top, right?
Yeah. So I would go top to counter gank. Like I would protect the Kayn.
So why would you counter gank? Is that consistent to counter gank?
I don't know.
Do you think it's consistent to counter gank the Nunu, and how many times out of like 10, for example, he's gonna go for this gank?
I'm not sure. I mean, if I was in Unu, that's what I would do.
Yes, but like it's Kayn, right? I mean, he's misplaying because he's not taking E, right? But still, it's Kayn. He has mobility, he has flash, right? He's gonna be fine. He's not gonna die. Plus, if you counter gank, you're wasting your time, right? Because you won't kill the Nunu because he gonna proc his aftershock, and then it's gonna be just a disaster, right? Just waste of time, right? So what instead you could do, because if you want to climb, you need to be consistent, right? So every game, your decisions has to be consistent and correct, right? So right here, do you think counter ganking Kayn is a consistent play that's gonna work every single game?
No.
No, exactly. What about taking the Raptors in this scenario and then contesting the top scuttle with top priority and mid pride?
Yeah.
Is that consistent or no?
Yeah.
How is that consistent?
Because you can do it every game.
Exactly. So every game, same story, right? Of course, each game is different because, for example, your top lane won't have priority, and then your mid doesn't have priority, and then you have to play differently, right? But the concept stays same, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you take red, and now, oh, let's time it. 2:44. I like to time just to show how much the junglers waste time for no reason, right? 2:44, right? Let's continue. Okay, your Katarina died, right? Okay, so what are you gonna do? Okay, you're mid. Why are you mid? What's the point of you being mid right here?
There is no point. She's going back to lane.
Yes, so what are you achieving by staying here?
Like a small amount of XP, but it's pretty insignificant.
And what's the point of being this lane for that insignificant experience?
It's just a bad play.
Yeah, there's no point, right? So you always need to plan ahead, right? So you knew that Nunu is ganking top, right? So obviously Kayn just goes for wall and he's fine, like I was saying right before. No need to counter gank here, right? Because it's Kayn, he's gonna be safe, no need, it's fine. He didn't even use flasher, he's full health, no problem. So you have tempo advantage. How is that? You have tempo advantage because Nunu invested his time into ganking top instead of taking Gromp, right? So automatically have one camp advantage on him. So automatically you're gonna be one level above him. And automatically you can go and contest the Scuttle, for example, right? Because you have level advantage. But by you going like running around here, right? You were running here, you were running there, and then you decided to run mid. You literally wasted your tempo advantage that Nunu gave you, and instead you're wasting your time as well, right? So automatically you're getting behind, but when Nunu is behind as well, so you don't feel it that much, right? So remember the time, it was 2:44, right? So right here you try to go on him, like what? Okay, so it was 2:44, right? 3:32, you're collecting another camp. And you didn't achieve anything in this 1 minute, right? So at 3:32, you should be level 4, right? You would hit level 4 by taking Gromp, Blue, Wolves, Raptors, and Red, and a Scuttle. You would hit level 4. But because you skipped on this important camp, that it's Raptors, you're automatically gonna be still level 3 even when you take the Scuttle, right? But you got some experience mid, so it's not that bad. You might hit level 4 off the Scuttle because you collected experience mid, right? But it's still not like consistent play and it's not optional. So okay, you're going for a Scuttle. Yeah, you get level 4, that's fine. And then, okay, you see that the Raptors are down, right? Let's see if you have Ward. Oh, you have Sweeper, okay, that's fine.
Yeah, I do the warding trick where you ward the opposite buff thing.
Yeah, so you just ward like, you don't ward Raptors here because it's too risky, right? You ward Visbush. Visbush, right? Yeah, that's good. If you're starting at blue side, then you ward enemy Raptors, right here. If you're blue side, you ward right here, so you know where the enemy jungle pass. It's fine. So this indicator is global, right? So you know that the camp is spawning 15 seconds, and you know that Nunu is coming here. What do you think you should do?
Recall.
Why?
To get items. Wait, because Nunu will be base, so she will have item advantage and Zed as priority. So I can't invade.
Alright. So you need to recall. Let's see what you're gonna do. You're just standing there. Do you see how indecisive you are? You're always staying and just seeing what's going on around the map, right? So I guarantee that Nunu is here, right? Somewhere here. Because the camp is spawning, he's automatic. Okay, so right here, why are you not going for a gang? I think you missed an opportunity. Maybe not. Yeah, you had to waste your flash because you were indecisive with your play, right?
Yeah.
So do you see the mistake? Because you were indecisive with your play.
I think what I should have done is when I was taking Krugs, I should have looked at the lane instead of looking at Krugs.
So how do you approach each time when you're taking a camp? Do you have FKs?
Yeah, I use my F keys quite a lot actually.
So you see right here, it's a perfect opportunity to go for a kill. Karma sees that it's a great play, right? Because she's actually have brain somehow. So that's nice. You have a support with brain, right? So what do? You see the opportunity. You instantly path to here, right? You want to kill the brand real quick and then kill the ADC, and you want to save your E to negate damage because your E negates damage, right? It reduces damage by 35%. That's huge. And then you kill the ADC as well. Plus, you know that ADC won't have his E up, and the E is the most damage. She's gonna only have auto attacks. Plus, you have a red buff. That means that you can easily catch up to her and you can kill her as well. Plus, you know that Brand doesn't have summoner, so he's a free kill, right? So instead, what do? You went to this bush, and then you realized, oh, Karma needs, and you're standing here. Do you see? You were standing there, and then you realize that the Karma needs help, and right here, you flashed in. What's the point of flashing in here? So that's mechanical mistake.
I didn't. No, I didn't know if Brand had flash or not.
Your team pinged, right? Let's see. Kalista used teleport, right? That's fine. Okay, so Karma can carry, by the way. True. Okay, yeah, so we didn't ping. That's fine. So you were like, okay, I'm gonna flash in. Okay, that's fine.
I wasn't 100% sure if he had flash. I just didn't want to risk it because it was a kill early game, and I could have got team out off it.
Yeah, that's fine. Because your team didn't ping, so it's okay. So right here, you back off, right? Oh my god. What? What happened here? Her E is gonna be up, right? So we know that her E is the most damage, right? So before she didn't have E, you could have went on her and killed her, right? But now her E cooldown's up. So, and your E is down. That's huge factor to take into consideration. So right here you're dead. I already know you're gonna die. As we saw it before. Yep, you just got melted because her E is damaged, right? Another thing, you just gave her 2 free kills for no reason. You gave enemy ADC who was 1-2 when your bot lane was winning by default 2 free kills. by just making bad decisions and not going to bot straight away. Because if you went bot straight away, you wouldn't need to use your flash on the Brand, and then you could kill Brand easily with auto attack Q, right? And then you could flash in for the Kalista, and Karma's shield would be up because the cooldown is really low, and then everyone would survive and you would get double kill, right? Do you see how few seconds are so important? So because of this huge misplay, this might be game losing. For example, it was Diamond 2, Diamond 1, right? Master, this game is already lost because of this play what you did. This one single play loses the entire game. Just like that. Because you gave enemy ADC 2 kills for free. 2 kills to enemy AD, that's it, game over. Your bot lane gonna lose. You're gonna lose bot side, the bot lane gonna use their tempo advantage to take top turret, you're gonna take Herald, and your bot lane is always gonna be behind in tempo advantage, right? So they always have to follow up. They have to swap back to top then, right? Your team. So red team has to swap up back to top lane, and then they need to follow up the mid, and then they always follow behind. Enemy team is the one that is making plays, right? Because we're ahead. So automatically, even through that, your ally team had huge advantage by not following this play that Karma did. That you might consider like, oh, that Karma play was disaster. No, that Karma play was literally mastered there. That was really good. He utilized that you were there. He utilized that Brand is low health. He utilized that this is an easy play and it's consistent, right? But because you misplayed and you didn't pay attention to the minimap, everything went wrong, right? Okay, that's fine. And then Nunu comes, kills the ADC. That's a shutdown gold. Plus an assist gold for the Kalista. So you gave Kalista even more gold, like 150 plus for assist. So you gave her 750 gold in early game when she had two longswords against a full BF from MF. And now we're even. But you might say, oh, but the freaking Kalista died 3 times. How are we even? Because deaths doesn't matter, right? They both have 3 kills and we both have 1 assist. And we have same CS. So now we're even. So from your bot lane snowballing by itself, all you have to do is not touch the lane or make them even snowball even harder, right? So for example, you know that MF and Karma gonna poke them down really hard. What you could do, look for dives, right? Snowball the lane even more. Or if you're not like comfortable with diving, then just leave the bot lane alone. Don't do any plays bot side. So that Karma play, it was fine, right? All you need to do is back off. But instead you were greedy, you went for a kill, and you got punished, right? Plus enemy team doesn't have heal. So that's a huge factor to take into consideration because that dives is way easier. Plus it's so easy to dive with Warwick because your E negates all the damage. Not all, like 35%. That's huge.
I know what you mean.
So it's really easy to dive with him, and you could snowball your bot lane even harder and just crush the enemy bot lane. Because enemy bot lane was 0-free before you came. After you came, she became free. So that's huge mistake from your side, right? And now another big mistake. You bought pink ward, right? Perfect. Dragon is up. Your bot lane has prior. Why are you pathing top?
I think I was gonna go full clear into Drake, but do you think I should go straight to Drake?
What's the point of full clear?
I don't know. I would have done it to get XP and gold, but
So whenever you get 4 dragons, you get a dragon soul.
yeah.
Whoever gets dragon soul has 90% chance of winning the game just by having dragon soul. That's huge.
Yeah.
You win game 90% just by having the dragon soul, right? Unless like you run it down really badly and your entire team just runs it down, you know. So dragon soul is really important, so you should always play for it. unless your team misplays like significantly. Like Dragon Soul is so good, unless it's Air Drake. Air Drake is okay, I guess, but other souls are really good. Yeah, it's fine. So you're taking Krugs, right? Oh, by the way, okay. So another factor to take into consideration. I don't think. Wait, let's see. So the Krugs, can you see? Still level 1. So pathing topside is not efficient because they're falling off in levels because the camp is still level 1. So a lot of high elo players, for example, they know that their bot lane is fed and they're ahead, would do wolves into Gromp into Drake and then look for a play bot side to snowball bot even more, right? That would be the play. Because there's no point going top because the camps are level 1. Why would you want to clear level 1 camp? It's not gonna give you so much benefits, right?
Yeah, both
So,
camps are level 1, so it would make more sense to go bot.
so yeah, there was no point you clearing. Like you're gonna get little amount of experience. Okay, Tiamat is always so nice on Warwick. I like rushing it, yeah. It's really good. Okay, that's fine. Okay. So blue team got the dragon. That's really big problem. They got Infernal Drake for free. Let's see it again. Holy, they punished you so well. So your bot lane has prio. We're pushing in the enemy team. Your mid killed the mid laner. And Nunu still got the dragon over you. And we talked about how important the dragon is, right? So that's a huge misplay that might cost you a lot in later stages of the game. Because the dragons scale to later game, right? The later the game goes, the better for them. So they get 4% attack damage and ability power extra by just having a dragon. I mean, that's not a significant amount, doesn't impact the game much, but you already get denied Dragon Soul, right? So the dragon, each time you take one dragon, you get denied Dragon Soul because you already automatically the Drake gonna Dragon Soul gonna be later into the game, right? So automatically get denied the Dragon Soul each time we get a Drake, right?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah.
So automatically you have less chance of winning. Like with Drake, you already have like 10% less chance to win, let's say. Because we talked about like when you get 4 dragons, it's like 90%, right? So why would you want yourself to deny this percentage ever? If you path straight to dragon, this would never happen. You would see Nunu there, you would have your bot prio, and you would have your mid prio because mid lane just killed the enemy mid, right? So you have every single how do you say it? Every single concept, right? I don't know, like advantage, yes, to go for that play. So it would be really like 100% consistent, and that would be the best play that you could go for, right? Okay, that's fine. Okay, so what's the point of this pink one?
Wait, go back because I remember dropping that word. I remember there was a point in it. Zed was missing on the map, and I didn't want him to roam down. So I didn't want to face check because I have no armor, and and he's 6, so I dropped the ward there to see if he was coming down, but I think he was just going into the small bush. He was roaming down. That's why I dropped it. I didn't want to face check because I wasn't 6.
Alright, so why would you ever face check?
Sorry, what?
Why would you ever face check here? Like, what's the point of pathing?
Why? Why would I face check?
Yeah,
I wouldn't.
exactly. So what? Why? What's the point of spin?
Because I didn't want my bot lane to die.
Bot lane has ward here.
I know, but it's gold. They only ever see if they like.
You don't
Because my lane.
assume you
I
don't
don't
assume
think they
the
would.
elos. Like you don't assume things based on elos. You need to go for consistent plays that works in every single elo. So how do you think like high elo players are snowballing the entire game? By adapting to lower divisions or applying same concepts as we apply in higher divisions. That's why we snowball the game.
Applying same concepts.
We don't adapt. We don't adapt. We literally apply same concepts, right? You don't see a challenger being in silver saying, "Oh, I need to ward here because my bot lane might die."
Yeah.
When we have a ward already, right? We're like, "Oh, we have a ward. If we die, I mean, it's okay." You know, we had ward. We saw it coming. What I can do instead, I can ping them. Danger pings. That VZ is missing. And if you ping and they still died, it's your own mistake and you did everything you could. And this ward, you just wasted 75 gold to a ward which won't provide any value whatsoever. Right? So if you're really scared and really worried about Zed invading you, the ping ward won't help you either way. Okay, you might say, oh, but I can ping ward right here, right? And then I can see the Zed coming. What if he just shadows through the ball and just goes kills you?
I wasn't scared that he was going to invade me. I was scared that he was going to go and double kill bot.
Alright, so the bot lane already had vision, so there's no point. Right?
Mhm.
So yeah, that's 75 gold wasted. I mean, that doesn't mean that much, but still, like one camp wasted. Plus, right here, you're waiting for a buff to spawn. You're wasting your time. Instead, you could look for plays bot side, for example, right? So that's also a big issue. Okay, nice. Okay, let's see at the minimap. Is that missing? Is that top lane? Halfway top. You're 6. Why are you pathing top mid?
I was looking for invade, I think, but then new gank.
I don't like the thing that you're doing each time. I see a really bad habit from your side that we need to fix, which is, look, you're wasting your time collecting the spawn first of all, because you already know that Nunu is coming, right?
No.
Okay, and then look. Fine. So enemy is all one, like really low health, right? So let's see what you're doing. You're standing in the bush and waiting for something, while your ADC is 1v3.
I should have just gone.
Yes. You shouldn't like be indecisive. You're
I
playing.
think that's because I think one of the reasons for that is because I'm so used to playing Kha'Zix, and in that situation, Kha'Zix could not 1v3.
In that situation, it doesn't matter what you play. We all one shot, literally. Okay, so look, they all half health. That was a really nice heal by MF. She's playing really well. So look, you're in the bush coming, and you're just chilling in the bush. Do you see this? You could instantly vent on them. Plus, you didn't need to ult. A big mechanical mistake also. So, what's the point of you ulting? Do you think Miss Fortune gonna die to a Nunu who has no mana?
I think I tried to get Brand, but I just hit Nunu.
Yeah, but like, what's the point of Auring at the first place at this point?
Yeah, I should have E'd and Q'd. I would have got them both.
Support and a tank. Do you think they can burst down the carry? I don't think so.
Yeah, that was a mechanical misplay.
Plus, you can use Fear right here, and you can run and gap close them because we're gonna run like this, right?
And scare them both, yeah.
Yeah, and then if Brand flashes, you can just follow up with R, and Misfortune gonna kill the Nunu either way. If she doesn't kill him, you can kill him after you kill the Brand, right? So you know that Brand has Summoner, so you know he's gonna flash because that's the only play he can go for. But if you are here, you're making, again, inconsistent decision making. Like, how many times is this consistent out of 10?
If I use E,
If you are,
uh, like only sometimes.
Yeah, so again, you're gambling, right? You're gambling. Oh, maybe he doesn't have flash. There is maybe. In that place, there should be a consistent play, right? My most inconsistent plays are that work 9 out of 10 times. So, for example, I know invading his Raptors at certain point of the game. This is just an example, right? I know that it's gonna work 9 out of 10 times, for example, right? And I know it's gonna bring me great value because I'm gonna deny a camp, I'm gonna snowball against him. So 9 out of 10 times I'm not gonna get punished for it, and I can easily secure the Raptor camp for it. This is just an example, right? So automatically you need to go for the plays that are, I call these inconsistent plays, which are 9 out of 10 times. Because we don't have consistent outcome, but this should be the only inconsistent plays that you have if you want to be like high division, right? Like really high. Like gold is not bad, right? I'm not saying it's bad. It's like 14% top players, right? But you should always aim for consistency. So these are just mechanical mistakes. Like this doesn't matter that much, but we still need to discuss it and point it out, because if we don't point it out, you're automatically gonna make the same decision, same bad habit over and over and over again, because you're gonna think that it's the best thing that you can do, right, at each situation. So that's why we need to talk about it. All right, so it's
If I
fine.
don't speak, if I don't speak, by the way, it's because I'm writing things down.
Yeah, that's fine. So okay, so you missed on the kill. Automatically, you're not snowballing the game as hard as you could because you missed on a kill, and automatically you influenced the bot lane and gave free kills to bot lane early game. Like, yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on that's against you, right? So right here, you're pushing in. Why? I'm just checking out. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying why are you pushing? All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3 here, 6. In this stage, yeah, you need to push. It's fine. Because you always need to take consideration the wave before starting the push, right? So there's a lot of players that have bad habits just to push in no matter what, right? So that's why I checked it.
Sometimes I do that, but I think what I need to do is go over like a learn, like there's a video on YouTube I think I need to rewatch about like learn minions and things, because sometimes because I've never played lane, like I'm always been a jungler or a support, so I've never like had to worry about like how to control the wave and stuff. I sometimes forget how to do it.
Alright, so it's pretty simple, like, there's nothing like, it's not engineering stuff. If there's more your minion, like enemy minions than your minions, right? Automatically the wave gonna push to you, right? And there's certain zones. So for example, if it's in the middle, it doesn't need much. It can be like 0 to 1 minion for the wave. Like there can be like 0.5, right? For example, 0.5 to 1 of a minion advantage. So the wave pushes to you, right? In this zone, there needs to be like 1 to 2 minions. In this zone, there needs to be like 2 to 3 minions for the wave to push to you. And in other zones, which are red, these zones require like 4 to 5 minions for the zone to stay, the wave to stay in like really near the turret, right? So the more closer you go to your turret, the more minions you need for the wave to push into you, right? And you never want to back when there's too much minions, because for example, if there was 5 minions here, automatically the wave gonna push way faster than, for example, there was 2 minions and the wave pushes to here only, right? So you need to take consideration the wave and each spot the wave is at, right? So yeah, these are just some concepts that you need to take consideration, right? Because you don't want the wave to push too hard because you're gonna deny CS, and don't want to push you don't want to push the wave into them all the time, right? Sometimes it's better to just leave some minions. For example, more advanced junglers, what we do, maybe you saw it in streams. Like the wave is here, and there's like 11 minions against 6. what they do is kill like 3 and leave 8. And then they leave a lane, right? And you're always like, why did they didn't kill all, right? They didn't kill all because we wanted to wave to still push to them, but push slower.
Not as hard.
So the wave doesn't hit the enemy turret, right? You saw it, right?
Yeah. I've not seen it before on streams because I don't really watch streams, but I understand why that would work.
Because if we left 11, automatically the wave gonna push too hard in, and automatically the wave gonna hit the turret, and you don't want the wave to hit turret because you're gonna make your lane up behind, right?
Yeah, he will miss minions.
Alright, so right here, you're going... Okay, so the moment you see Nunu here, what do you go to? I agree, this is good, that you're looking for Herald, right? You're like, oh, maybe Nunu is on Herald, I don't want to give him the Herald. But the moment you saw bot lane, Nunu, what do you do? Right here. What do you think?
If I saw a new bot,
You already saw him bot, he was here, Snowball is here.
I would go Herald.
Okay, just let's check again, okay? Okay, this situation. You can see Kata taking the plan to run away from Nono, and Zed is here too. And Malphite is pushing top. What do you do?
Farm.
But you said you want to do Herald.
I know, but I don't know. Yeah, I think I would go Herald actually.
Why?
Because Nunu is bot side.
Okay, so you're gonna go Herald, then the enemy top lane is pushing in your top laner, and you're gonna go Herald, then the mid wave gonna be pushing towards enemy as well. So you won't have top prio, and you won't have mid prio, and you want to go for Herald.
Yeah, they will collapse and kill me. I think it's better for me to full clear.
So then Nunu snowballs through mid. For example, he wants to do Herald too, or thinks that you might do Herald. And then top lane snowball will like come as well because your top lane is not here. And then Zed can come first as well because Katrina needs to collect the wave that's gonna be pushing, right? She can't follow. If she follows, she's inting, right? So right here you can just take red, take Krugs, take Raptors, and then decide what you want to do. You either take a Herald, you either go gank top, you either gank mid, or you continue farming bot side. Like there's a lot of options, right? But never go for a Herald. This is a bad situation. Okay, let's see how this is gonna play out. I think you're gonna die. Let's see. Okay, so top lane didn't collapse on you, mid lane died 1-for-1, and Nunu didn't path to you fast enough. So you didn't get punished, but you could have. So this play is not consistent, because it doesn't work every single game, right? So Nunu is ganking top, Nunu is inting. Yep, Nunu is beyond inting. Okay, so that was like really well played, right? You cancel his ultimate, Vacane art, you used your R perfectly, everything was on point that play, right? And now a mistake.
Yeah, I just realized that just then. I should have pushed the wave and dropped Herald.
Yeah,
They have 5 plates up. It would be so. I would get so much gold, and we can dive him.
exactly. Like there's so many options, right?
Yeah, farming is probably the worst option.
It's not the worst, it's okay option, but like
Oh, but yeah,
you could get more.
at least I'm getting gold, but I could have got so much more.
So you realize it yourself right now, right? So it's fine. That's good. When you realize your mistake, that's really good. It's gonna be easier to improve, right? So right here, you drop Herald mid. That's good. You're still gonna get the gold. That's fine. Until you get the plates, it's all good, right? And now go for dragon. Okay, so why do you think this dragon... Do you think it's good or bad?
I think at the time I thought it was good because bot lane has prior and mid lane has prior also.
So is it good or bad?
It is good, and we just got a skull crab.
Oh, so it's good.
Yeah, I think it's good.
Alright, that's fine.
Why? Is it good? Or
Yeah, it is. I'm just asking so you don't like make decisions without the purpose, right? Yeah, but the thing is, you literally just said everything and you're not doing the Drake.
I think it's because in the moment, I just don't think. I need to think more. I need to concentrate.
The thing is, can you see the habits that you're doing each and every single time? Do you see the pattern?
Waiting in bushes for no reason.
You're literally just standing and wasting your time all the time. Like
I
right
could just
here, you stand in bush. Right here, you stand in bush again and again and again. Right here, you walk forward and backwards. Like what's the point of that, right? So right
So
here, mhm,
it's so weird because I look through my own games sometimes. Like I rewatch games, see what I could have done better, and I never noticed this. And one coaching session, and I noticed like I do this so much, and I think if I look back in my other games, I do this every game.
So yeah, like that's the thing. The habits are going throughout the game from game to game. You know, it's not like the habit gonna appear and suddenly it's gonna, like disappear. Like for example, if I saw 20 replays and 20 different jungle mains and 20 different Warwick games, if I watch them all, I could tell which one was yours based on the habits that were in that specific game. So yeah, these habits go throughout the game, so it's fine. So okay, let's see again.
I wait in the bush just to die. I could have I should have gone Drake with Katarina.
The Drake was free, right?
Yeah.
And now you're forcing plays without a man advantage. You never want to take a fight which is even. You always want to fight like, for example, 4 of you, 3 of enemy, right? 4 of enemy, 5 of you, right? You always want to fight with man advantage.
I
Because,
suppose that is with exceptions also.
no, never exceptions. Always fight with man advantage. No exceptions.
Okay.
There's no exceptions whatsoever. If you have man advantage, you run it down. Like, you can literally run it down and it's still gonna win your team fight, right?
Yeah.
But 3v3, it's not consistent, right? Even in
Quite
higher divisions, everyone avoids equal fights. Everyone doesn't want that, right? So
right.
fights around Dragon, we have to force 5v5 because there's no other way around it, right? Because there needs to be a fight for objective. So automatically there's a fight 5v5, right? But no one wants to force like 3v3 if it's for no reason, right? So right here, what's the point of fighting? You already have priorities in lanes. Like, what's the point of you fighting here? Like, what are you gonna achieve by fighting?
Nothing.
There's no reason to fight, right?
Mhm.
Like, maybe you could argue with me, like, oh, I want to fight because I want to get Drake. But you can already get Drake. You already have bot prior, you already have mid prior.
I think if we win the fight, we still get Drake, but Drake was free before this. Like I made mistake of not going Drake straight away with Karina.
Yeah, instead you stood in the bush like 10 seconds now. You can do Drake in 20, I guarantee.
Yeah,
So,
I agree.
yeah, like, your time efficiency is not the greatest. And that's holding you back a lot. First, oh my god, mechanical mistakes, right? Like, look at your abilities. Look at your positioning.
Yeah, that was a really bad fight. We are so split up.
And what about enemy team?
They are really they're like they. I already know that they will stomp this fight just because Callista has the level above. Oh, she is as well, and Karma is basically top lane. She's nowhere near us
And you flashed forward.
for a
You
brand. Yeah,
use Q when you were full health, by the way.
that
And
is
you use
true.
your E to fear instead of negating all the damage and waiting for the Nunu to R, for example, to disengage his R.
Hmm.
So you flashed in without any cooldowns or summoner spells because you flash, right? So no summoner spells, no cooldowns are up. Like, if I was enemy team, I would ignore you. Why not? Like, what are you gonna do to me? Nothing. You can be staying around here, I don't mind. I'm just gonna go kill ADC. I mean, you already used everything. You're not a threat to me anymore, right? So the brand makes mistake focusing you, right?
Yeah.
But still, the ADC gonna be dying because Kalista is doing great job focusing your ADC, right? So she's punishing the mistake, and because your ADC is really awkward spot, you know, if I was this ADC, what I would do? If I was here, when you flash in, I would back off, and I would pick the Karma to back off as well and let you die. I would literally let you die in this scenario because you're forcing a fight that we're all gonna die. And yeah.
Yeah, I bet my team into dying.
So, like, I'm not gonna be rude, but like, I have to tell this to you. Like, you're single-handedly throwing the game because you went bot lane, you gave 3 kills to Kalista while your bot lane was winning, and now you forced a play right here, and you gave another 3 kills to Kalista,
And I lost 2 Drakes.
and you lost to Drakes for free.
Yeah.
Like, it was the freest Drake I ever seen any single game. Like, your mid always had priority, your bot lane always had priority, even through that you gave 3 kills to Kalista. They
So like
still.
even if Nunu is on the same side of the map, or like the enemy, like any game, for instance, any game, if my bot lane or and mid lane both have priority, I should just rush Drake.
Just rush for Drake, like, no matter how it's gonna play out, it's always gonna be positive outcome for you. You either kill the Drake, or you either kill the
Or you
jungler.
kill, yeah, you kill a person.
Yeah, because like your mid lane gonna follow up and your bot lane gonna follow up because even how much like we can be brain damaged and we still gonna be like, oh, I need to help jungler. Jungler is
Yeah,
good. Just go, you know.
it's always gonna be positive outcome.
Yeah, no matter what how you approach it, right? So right now, like Nunu can easily just take the dragon. Another Drake for free. And the worst part, it's not gonna be Air Drake. If it was Air Drake Soul, I would be like, meh, it's fine, right? We can have it. It's fine. It's only Air Dragon, right? But it's not gonna be Air Drake because they already took the Air Drake, and the dragons can't spawn again and again, right? So the first 2 dragons are always different, right? And the third one
Yeah.
is different too. But after
What,
there's
what in your opinion, what's the best Drake?
Ocean.
Yeah. What is the second best? Fire or mountain?
I would say like Ocean, Fire, and then Mountain. Depending on enemy team comp, right?
And depending on the team comp that you have as well.
Yeah, so yeah, like it depends. For example, enemy right here has a lot of assassins, burst damage, right? We have burst. Like if there's gonna be a team fight, they gonna like for example, if you had Mountain Soul, it would be really good for your ADC because automatically it protects the ADC from assassins like Zed, right? For example, you had an Ocean Drake, automatically you generate health, you're sustaining, the poke from Brand won't be that problematic, right?
It would be so OP on our comp.
And if you had like Ocean Drake, not Ocean, Infernal, so it would be really like not that great against enemy team. Why is that? Because we have 2 frontliners that can tank the Infernal Drake pretty well, right? So the Infernal Drake wouldn't be that efficient. For example, if it was against your team, the Infernal Drake would be really efficient because we have 2 frontliners and they can just burst down your carries easily. Because Zed with Infernal, your ADC won't have a great time, right?
Even Malphite with,
Yeah, even Malphite, he can do that something too. So
especially with
yeah,
Fire Drake.
the Ocean Drake for them is perfect here because we have 2 frontliners that can regenerate a lot of health, a lot. So yeah. Okay, it's fine. Okay, let's counter again.
I realized from this point of the game that I needed to start playing around more mid because she was a car one trick as well. So
Yeah, if Katarina gets a fed, that's it, game is over. So right here you should take mid turrets, you're wasting your time, right? So, oh my god, this is such a big mistake. So we already have 2 drakes, right? So you want to accelerate the game. How do you accelerate the game? Taking mid turret. So why did you prioritize red buff again from the mid turret? If you get mid turret, that's it. You can play around in their jungle because the mid turret is gone. Automatically you have more pressure in mid jungle, automatically you can place more aggressive wards, automatically the game gonna snowball. But if a mid turret is gone, not here, you can't invade, right? So you should prioritize mid turret, it's really important. Especially in like gold, platinum players don't realize how important the mid turret is, right? So it's really important to prioritize it because it's gonna give you so much pressure and the game gonna snowball. Now you're basically letting the game stall, and you don't want to stall when we already have 2 dragons, right? Alright, that's fine.
I saw a new bot, so I went straight into jungle.
Yeah, that's good. I would go for Herald.
Yeah, I was literally just about to say.
Alright. So
I
we
think I
have.
go.
Mhm.
I think I do it after this.
Wait, when did we start? 4:25. Alright. So the thing is, like 1 hour passed and the other client is waiting, right? So we're gonna speed through this, okay? So a team fight appears, you win the team fight, and then you live. It's fine. That's good, well played. And then you can kill that no, well played. Right. Rico. Team fight. Herald mistake, never Herald bot. Instead you need to force a team fight and use the Herald to push for inhib, right? You never want to waste your Herald just like that, right? Another reason they got Ocean Ray again, so that's a big mistake too, right? You died to a brand, that's a big mistake too. The Herald didn't provide any value. You needed to look for a team fight and then you needed to force with a Herald, right? So that's a mistake too. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Wait 1 second. Capital point. 0 to 10 minutes. Yes, client. Yep. It's great. Again, did you see that? You were standing in the bush. Same mistake from the game. It's fine. Okay, so enemy bot lane is dead. Go Baron, right? No point chasing, right? So right here you need to do Baron, but you didn't do Baron and overchase. Now you can't do Baron anymore. Big mistake. Team fights, and yeah. So yeah, from this point you should have won the game. What happened? Oh, we got Baron, right? So we got Baron because we were dead. So bad team fight. Plus, you should never build G. G is useless. Instead, I would recommend building. We don't have crit. I would go for Deadman's Plate.
There's a lot of Warwick players, like really high level players, that go for.
We go G when we're ahead, so we don't give a shutdown to enemy team. Yeah, so either way, that's fine, that's fine. So we took Baron, and now the game is over, right? And we took the 4th dragon, so this game is no point. Why are you saying GG report jungle? Oh my god, what? GG better jungler Lewis report bots. From this replay we can see that, yeah, you influenced my bot lane a lot. Your bot lane was good, right? So GG
I think
better.
it was because towards the end, Camo was trolling.
Yeah, but the thing is, it wouldn't go to this
There is
point.
no excuse. I agree with you, man.
Yeah.
There is no excuse. That's just toxic. Like I agree.
So yeah,
This was wrong.
sadly we couldn't review the mid game because that would be like really nice to see as well. But we toggled the early game and we found a lot of problems that we need to fix. So yeah, like next time maybe we can review the mid game, or I don't know, we will see, right? But
Yeah,
yeah,
we'll probably go on to another game.
Yeah, this game is over, by the way. We got 4 dragons, and we got Ocean, and we have 2 frontliners, and we have consistent damage dealer, plus the consistent damage dealer is fed from the plays that you did before, right? So even through your 10-5-4, like, the score is pointless. That's what happened bot lane, right? And what happened with dragons. So you can be like, oh, I have a good score, I could easily win, but based on what you did here, that's insta-loss, right? So, that's fine. Malphite, tanky, right. 2 frontliners, Katarina can't do much, because, yeah, what's she gonna do? She can't reach the carry, she can't one-shot the carry, because there's 2 frontliners, and this game is over. You could have played around mid, or you could play around bot, because their bot was really ahead, and they were playing really well. But, yeah. So, any questions?
No. Thank you for coaching, man.
Did you take all the notes?
Yeah, I took a lot of notes.
Alright, that's perfect.